3 kilobytes.
I'm Mike!
I'm Kat!
I'm Jay!
And today we're reviewing Mortal Kombat for the Vita.
Living the Vita Loca!
I think the song changed there.
Your soul is mine. Your panties are mine.
When he goes clubbing.
Please subscribe, like the video, 2,000 likes. Kat and I will take our shirts off. Don't worry, it won't happen. We won't get 2,000 likes.
Yeah. So, this is very similar, to those who don't know, to the Mortal Kombat that came out recently for the PlayStation.
It's a port.
It's a port.
On the Vita, the D-pad is amazing to use for doing all of the moves.
Yeah.
It's so much easier than it usually is, and they use the touchscreen so nicely. You can do finishing moves on the touchscreen, and you can play the test your slice.
It's the same plot as the console versions. The difference here is that they show the cinematics from the PS3 version, so it looks fully rendered and looks amazing. But once it goes into the actual match, it zooms in past the character, and this is where you notice that it's not graphically as good as the PS3 version.
No, looks
It's
like an
not
iPhone game.
yeah, and to be honest, not even like they tried, it seems. It just seems like they got it to a certain graphic level and they said that's good enough. They could have put a lot more into the graphics, because I've seen games on here with way better like anti-aliasing, lots of like jagged edges on
Blurry.
the characters. The textures some of them are low, but I think in a fighting game like this, you're not looking at the graphics as much as you want to worry about the controls, and that's where it really shines. This is the best fighting game on the Vita, even though there's only like really 3 or 4 or 2 right now, actually.
In the challenge ladder, there's actually one where a guy shoots a bunch of missiles, so you're fighting him and you're having to hit these missiles before they hit you, so you're pressing the screen.
It gets a little chaotic. What they've added to this is they've put all the DLC into this game. They've also created a whole new challenge tower just for the Vita version, like test your balance. And you basically have your character on screen and you hold the PS Vita like this, and you gotta keep him from falling. You know, just a typical, almost like he said, an iPhone game.
Yeah. Test your slice is also kind of like an iPhone game. You're
Well,
slicing
that's Fruit Ninja.
Yeah, it's Fruit Ninja. You're slicing fruit and then you
But
block
nowhere
the bombs.
near, you have to block with the R button, but it's nowhere as intuitive as actual Fruit Ninja. It's kind of
You say Fruit Ninja's amazing?
Well, Fruit Ninja's you actually cut the fruit.
And it's
in
not?
this, in this the timing's a little bit off. It
That
seems like.
sucks.
Mike and I did try the game for a little while, but Jay actually has played it intensely,
Yeah.
so we're more interviewing him.
We only got one PS Vita, and thank you so much for donating the money for it. But you gave it to Jay, and that
Thank
was
you.
a mistake.
Another cool thing that they've added here is everything. I literally mean everything plus more from the console version. So for $40, it's unbelievable. This is like the most jam-packed game on the system thus far.
Even Kratos is back in there.
Kratos is back.
Freddy Cougar, Rain, all of the DLC characters are here.
Spit, slime.
Gorgie. There's not much else to say about this, because it's like they have everything from the PS3 version plus more, and it's like if you have a PS Vita and you don't buy this, you're dumb.
The only thing that's lacking, though, is the graphics. Everything else is amazing.
Yeah, but graphics are not important to video
No, that's
games.
my point. That's my point.
Yeah. This proves that the Vita is worth the money to own. The amount of stuff that you get in this is just ridiculous. It's not like EA. They actually gave you everything plus more. Challenge Tower that you play exclusively on here is so fun and super challenging. Online is amazing. Again, they've knocked it out of the park. You have online scoreboards. You can actually scroll through, see all the characters that are in first place worldwide, depending on matches, on how many fatalities, how many kills, how many wins, losses, everything. If you're a huge fan of Mortal Kombat and you have a Vita, you already own this. The tutorials are all here, and they've even spiced up the tutorials and now shows you percentages of each hit.
What's your overall score?
Overall score, 9 out of 10. The only reason I give it, 9 out of 10 not perfect, I can't help but feel that when it switches from the cinematic pre-rendered videos that are from the PS3 to the Vita, it does get you a little disappointed. You're kind of like, oh, I wish it looked as good as the PS3 version. I know it can do that, but I think they held back a little bit. And something with the audio is a little off. I don't know how to explain this, but...
I see you with your headphones. You got 2 burgers underneath it.
Yeah.
Something's not good.
No, sometimes it's not loud.
Quiet.
Sometimes it's not loud enough. It's a must-own for the system. If you have 6 friends with Vitas and you're looking for a game to get right now, this is it. This is the only game for the next like 6 months that I see on the radar that's even worth looking at for multiplayer. I'm gonna go on record and say this craziness, but
Don't go on record, please. Not on the show.
on record,
Not on the show, please.
it goes.
Don't do it.
It's almost as good as playing with the PS3 controller.
Oh.
Whoa.
You know
So
what?
you're connected in this? I like it a lot.
I like the D-pad more on the PS Vita than on the actual.
Oh!
In the-
with the screen.
yeah, so let's actually do a review here. So.
Okay.
Test your
So
slice.
the screen, like, or you hold the PS system like this, and some of the things in this